What's going on, team? Welcome back to another video. Say hi, Elliot.
Hi.
Hi. I'm here with Elliot, who will be helping me film shortly. We are here in the Goliath multicultural city that is London, and we're just about to enter Regent Street, and we are today doing an upper body session at the brand new GYMSHARK gym. So primarily a shop, but they've got a couple of little kind of training facilities in there, and a good buddy of mine, Josh Carr, shout out Josh Carr, has squared us away with a private training session today.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. About 2 more minutes walk, and then we shall see how we get on. See ya. Hi, Josh Carr.
Hi, Josh Carr.
How you doing?
How's it going, bro? You okay? So, we've got a few like different event spaces in here.
Mate, this is soundproof so well. As soon as you come around here, that just dies.
Absolutely. So you can sit down and you have a really nice chat about whatever you want to ask. So not for programming. It's more like so people want to come in here. They can ask us, how can I improve my squat? How can I improve my bench press? That's something we can help with. So it's like 25-minute slots. Or they could sit and ask us, hey, like I've got 25 minutes. I'm struggling with my nutrition. Can you help me optimize it? Absolutely, that's something as well. Nutrition, lifestyle, sleep, like all these sorts of things we can talk about.
And that's one of the things you do.
Yeah. So one of the things I do here is like help. So have people come in, book session, and or we do like small seminars in here as well.
I don't know why you're doing that. That's very strange.
What's your name?
I'm Matthew. Hi.
What's your address?
My address.
Well, it was the hardest thing I think I've ever done. But we did it.
What were the events? What did you have to do?
So it was all programmed by me, mate.
Oh, was it?
Yeah. So what were your first event was the... So
It was for 66 burpees.
So 4 GYMSHARK 66, so 66 box over burpees.
Holy.
Synchro, so...
Cheers, buddy. The obvious pre-session choice. No Arabica beans, just ginger.
Hold it together.
Why is this spicy?
You think, you're like, it's not too bad, and then about 2 seconds later it goes, there it is.
I'm not gonna lie, I did make that one a bit weak.
Oh,
You got let off.
I'm still crying. Well, thank you, man, it was awesome.
Because we've got Joe and the Juice in here as well as everything else, we basically wanted to create this space. This is the only GYMSHARK store. We wanted it to be a place where our community can come and hang out. So it's literally a free space where people can come, they can sit down. We've had people just from outside come and sit here with a cup of coffee and with a laptop and just sit and work, just in a nice area to work. Like we'll have little meetings here and everything like that as well. So it's just a nice area that we use. So people basically can sign up using the GYMSHARK app, and it's an opportunity for them to come in, and whether they buy something here or not, they can always leave with more than they came in with.
So 30 classes a week here for free to the community. What do you mean by to the community? What's the prerequisite of that?
You have to have the GYMSHARK app.
That's it. So the only prerequisite is the GYMSHARK app, and then available as 30 classes a week. That's unreal. That's unreal. I didn't know that then.
Yeah, basically got 4 different types of classes. We've got our legacy strength classes. Essentially everything that GYMSHARK was, everything that GYMSHARK ever will be. We're massively focused, like we always were like a lifting brand, an aesthetics brand. And so that class kind of like harks back to that. Very sort of like strength and aesthetics, bodybuilding stuff based. We then got our conditioning club classes, which are shorter, like 30-minute classes, quite high intensity. And then we've got some yoga offerings as well, so a flow yoga and then a yin yoga as well, which is quite
Everyone seems to think shorts are what is needed from the gym and trackies are stupid. However, if you see someone walking around the gym with trackies like that, you're like, they might look a bit stupid, but I bet they fucking know what they're doing. I tell you what you think, I bet they're good at plyos. You would though, wouldn't you? You would. That's my story, I'm sticking to it. He's dead. Right, so I'll ask you two this. So one of the things I asked in my last video was, how old do you have to be for you falling over to go from, oh, they fell over to they've had a fall? I reckon it's about mid-60s.
I think it depends if you know the person. Because if I knew someone who was 25 but they were severely overweight and someone said they've had a fall, I'd be like, that's not good.
Yeah, true. True. Yeah, we get that, mate.
It's contextual.
Yeah, of course it is, yeah. But if we had to give a number, what do you reckon it would be?
60.
Yeah, it's got to be around that, isn't it?
50s.
50s you fell over.
50s unfortunate.
Well, I reckon if you're 61, you fall over. I reckon if you're 69, you've had a fall and we need to check you're all right.
This is a variation of what our legacy strength sessions are.
Yep.
I'm going to throw in a little bit of core work there actually because I'm feeling mean. So essentially we're going to start off with some strict press and some banded face pulls. This is very much strength focused. We'll then go into some dumbbell floor press and some gorilla rows. So maybe a little bit more into some hypertrophy stuff, and then I'm just going to finish with like just getting a sick pump. Love it.
Love it.
Yeah.
2 supersets and a pump to finish.
Yeah.
It's my jam,
we're gonna make this.
Josh, a few words of encouragement.
What for Jim?
Absolutely not. No, it's going to be fine. So one thing Josh just said then is, the session looks quite short, but one of the goals is to get it done in 45 minutes. And bearing in mind, so much of my content now is around kind of the transition from looking at health, fitness, performance, physique, everything, the way that you do when you're in kind of your early to mid 20s, to how you do when you're in your early to mid 30s plus. It is completely different. And one of the foundation things is you just don't have the flipping time anymore. And you don't really have the inclination. It's almost like you train more intensely, but in a shorter window. And I think you can kind of Parkinson's law your way through a session. So I'm a big fan of that, and it doesn't surprise me that it's done in London a lot, where people are like 45 minutes, get the flipping work done, get in, park your mind, kind of outsource that motivation, get led, and then get it done. So how many sessions a week do you have of this kind of structure?
We have at least 2 a day of our legacy strength. So at least 1 in the evening, at least 1 in the morning, at least 1 in the evening. Yeah. Absolute minimum. And then our lunchtimes are usually shorter, they're like 30-minute conditioning classes. But again, like that London culture as well, just getting people in, getting people out, giving people a taste of GYMSHARK. But as well, like, we can offer quite a lot, we can deliver quite a lot of quality in that time, so long as it's structured properly. Essentially, that's what it is. It's like understanding good programming or good sessions don't have to last an hour and a half. Like, and I'm sure you know the same, mate.
It's a huge part of my message at the moment is like, for a lot of people, intensity is too low and volume is too high. And I think as well as that, the body, like the amount of time that your body needs to recover between strength sets, so the amount of time that your central nervous system needs to recover is very susceptible to adaptation. So basically the more work you do compressing that rest period, you are still getting the same strength effect and your body does recover quicker. But you just need to train it to recover quicker.
Yeah.
And so this kind of work, I'm flipping in love with like 45 to 60 minutes, like literally from the second you walk in to the second you walk out and it's done. And you can get as much good quality work in as you would do when you're just pissing around for 2 hours.
Absolutely. And like I saw one of your things recently, you were talking about whether or not your program works for you. A lot of things, like I think where people make the mistake with it when choosing a program is that quantity doesn't equal quality. Just because there's a million and one things you can do in a day doesn't necessarily mean they all should be done.
Yeah, I agree. Right, it's enough chit chat.
Right, we get to the next bit. We've got some dumbbell floor presses. We've got some kettlebell gorilla rows, which I'll show you in a second. And we've got some ab wheel rollouts. So the great thing about our Eleiko Evo dumbbells, there is a plug there, is the fact that they roll, so they spin, so we can use them for the ab wheel rollouts. Floor presses again, we're just going to go quite heavy, literally just tapping the elbows on the floor.
Okay, amazing.
Hinge yourself over, nice and flat back. Right arm, left arm, both arms. That's 3 reps, so 4 reps, 4 sets of that.
Okay, cool.
In one set, yeah.
Are you feeling like a GYMSHARK, Jim?
Oh, I'm feeling like a flipping GYMSHARK. So back in the day when me and Josh used to work together and train together, sometimes we used to have like a team training day. We used to hire a room in a community centre in like a church, and basically, because that was where all of our equipment was stored in a cupboard, and basically drag it out and just in this church hall community centre room, just all get a sweat on for Jesus.
So getting into our last little bit, this is actually something from one of our GYMSHARK athletes, Noah Olsen, so a CrossFit Games athlete. He did this, we came out with this a few years ago, like obviously he's known for having just these absolutely enormous biceps, right? So basically we're gonna do 30 seconds of 4 different types of bicep exercise, non-stop, same thing. The blood that's gonna go into your arms
Will be all of
doing
it.
this. If you start, yeah. It's gonna be wicked.
I'm intrigued. Does this mean I'll look like Noah Olsen by the end?
Rumour has it.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
Results may vary. Batteries not included. Abs not included, because his abs are ridiculous.
Oh my God, yeah.
They're so deep it looks like an inch in. It looks like flipping Mariana Trench in his stomach.
It's like when you go to Morrison's, you get those like 6 other shops are available. You get those like 6 packs of like burger rolls. That's literally what.
Yeah.
They're so deep, like the V's in between each one.
Who knows what's living in there?
Anyway, we're gonna get into this. And out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Zottman curls, we're going up, twist, and down.
Always palm up.
Palm up.
So always leading with the palm.
Palm down, yeah. Always leading with the palm.
Yeah.
Single arm twist, so one arm gets a little bit of a rest, the other's coming all the way up, and then ISO hold to finish.
Fucking Jesus Christ. To be fair, I wanted like a little bit more of like an aesthetic bro pump sesh, and your man has delivered.
Are you ready? Go.
Definitely come on, that's
They did. The time is there. Go, change.
The cameraman's over here timing us with the flipping sundial. My vein feels pumped. Normally I have a pump and the vein is there, but even the vein had to take over and even he got ruined.
How are you doing, sir?
Oh, man, yeah, that's disgusting. Noah, thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you, Noah.
All right, 3, 2, 1, yeah. Nice, good work.
Brilliant. I'm so glad that's done. Good work. So what are you training for at the moment? Because as far as I know, you're up to something pretty special right now.
Yeah. So like we both sort of like forayed into hybrid training, didn't we? And my path has taken me to a challenge that I'm doing in August this year. And we're going for a 500. I say we. I'm going for a 550 kilo powerlifting total. And then following that up immediately with a 120 kilometre swim across Scotland. Yay!
in what amount of time?
So we're looking to do the whole thing over a week. So it's going to take around 5 days of swimming to get from Inverness to Fort William. So for those who don't know Scottish geography, Inverness is on the northeast side, Fort William is on the southwest. Fortunately as well, Fort William is right next to Ben Nevis, so we're going to climb Ben Nevis the day after as well.
He says that now.
Yeah.
See how he feels getting his land back.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was about
to find this central nervous system in the bottom of the river somewhere.
So yeah. So we're doing that with GYMSHARK. We've got a few other guys on board as well. So the team from Knocko and a team from Zone 3 as well.
But you're the only person participating in the event.
I'm the only person participating in every part of the event. We've got one of the guys who I went to school with is going to be doing the swim with me as well. And there'll be a expedition team who are helping us out, and there'll be a documentary crew as well. So we're doing the whole thing to raise money for the WWF and basically raising awareness of the fact that Northern Scotland is essentially the last truly wild place in the UK, and it's an incredible place. It's a place that absolutely has to be explored by everyone who lives in the UK, but in order to explore it we have to preserve it. So sort of our tagline is without nature we are nothing, and it's exactly the same for GYMSHARK. Without the sharks there is no, we are just gym.
Merely just gym.
And no one wants that.
So that's what I'm doing at the moment.
That's it. So when is that?
That's beginning of August. We haven't firmed up a date completely yet. Yeah. But the sort of the fundraising side of it is going live in February. We'll have a trailer for the documentary coming out in February as well. Documentary should hopefully be on a streaming platform. We're not sure which one yet. But yeah, we're going onto a streaming platform and hopefully entered into like Banff Mountaineering Film Festival.
That's so
like
cool, bro.
Which is pretty sick. It's awesome for the guys who are making the documentary, who have become quite close friends over the last few months of planning this. So it's all really exciting.
Mate, it's a good cause. It's an unreal event. I think I don't know whether or not it's just that I'm in the world of kind of hybrid training now, more so. But I feel as though that's becoming a more attractive proposition to a lot of people, and I feel as though there is I'm making a video about this in the next few weeks actually, called like the bro journey, and it's like everyone when they start working out at 15 to 17 or whatever does.
What we did then.
Yeah, basically, yeah, it's full circle, mate. We realised we were getting it right at the beginning. So it's like there's like an initial like bodybuilding split, and then they go to like either push-pull legs or full body or upper lower or something, a different kind of
performance based.
Yeah, and then they go to and then they move into kind of functional fitness and CrossFit, and then they might move it, and then basically like I think there's almost like there's a checklist. There's like a different steps are achieved at different times, and you kind of it's like a story as old as time. And I think a lot of people are getting into, I think hybrid training is getting a bigger name with a slightly better understanding of what that is now.
Yeah.
And I think that being able to create your own challenge in the domain of strength and to create another challenge in the domain of endurance, and then try to make sure that you're developing both of those components at the same time, able to kind of achieve both of them maybe in the same weekend or however you structure it. I think that's a very attractive proposition to a lot of people.
Yeah, I think like it's a journey of discovery, isn't it? Like you're discovering what your body can do for you, and first that is okay. Like for most teenage boys is how can I pick up girls?
Yeah.
And then from there, you know, you go into more performance metrics, and it's a journey of discovery and a journey of adventure. And by the end of it, you're starting to realise actually, my body and its performance metrics can take me to all these amazing places, and whether that is through competition in one specific area or it's just the ability to explore more of the world, which is something that I think is just sick. Like you wouldn't, like, and it's a lot of things I've figured or I've realised while doing like swims in icy lakes over the last few weeks is like that appreciation of how lucky am I to be here? Like, and it is something you definitely realise as you get older, is that like we're so lucky in the places we get to be, basically because of our bodies and what our bodies have done for us. Like we've put the work in, but then our bodies are given back. I think it's a nice way of thinking about it.
It's a good perspective, it's good philosophy, it's a good cause. I'm happy for you, mate. Well done, man. And I will look forward to seeing you pulling yourself out of that swim on the last day looking like a raisin.
Absolutely. Mate.
Cheers, brother.
Cheers, bro.